Hi guys, welcome back to Inno Thinks. Do you know what movie I've brought for you today? It's a great adventure film titled Legendary. Released in 2013, the story revolves around a wealthy businessman who builds an oil factory right in the middle of a forest. While the workers are setting everything up, something mysterious starts hunting them brutally at night. That's when our hero's team is sent on a mission to find out what's behind these attacks and capture it. But whether he's really the hero or not, you'll only find out as the story unfolds, as the investigation begins. It's something strange, something never seen before. The creature seems to be observing them. So the question becomes, how will the team find and track this unknown beast? If the creature had hunted all of them down, it would have been a complete disaster. So, without wasting time, let's jump straight into the film's story. But before that, don't forget to leave a like. The film opens in a dense forest that doesn't seem very welcoming. We learn that some people have already gone missing inside it. As we look closer, we see a group of people arriving. Some are scientists, and others are hunters sent to protect them. Apparently, the scientists came to this forest after receiving reports of a strange, massive bear living here. Their goal is to locate the bear and monitor its behavior. One of the scientists is named Travis, our main character, and nearby is the daughter of one of Travis's friends. As they venture deeper into the forest, they begin to see signs of danger. For instance, they come across a tree with massive claw marks and holes, which terrifies them. They run into the forest in fear, imagining what might happen if that huge bear finds them. Following the scent, they discover a dead bear lying on the ground. At that moment, one of the hunters assigned to protect the team grabs his rifle, ready for anything. His name is Ker. Seeing this, our hero questions him. "Why draw a rifle now? There's no need for violence," he says. But Harker warns them that they don't fully understand this forest. After that, the team decides to investigate the dead bear, trying to figure out how it died. While examining the body, they find an enormous tooth embedded in it. A tooth that clearly doesn't belong to a normal bear. Now the team realizes that something even bigger must have attacked this bear. Our hero begins researching, and one of his team members measures the footprint nearby. It's gigantic, possibly even Bigfoot level. Our hero advises everyone to stay calm and stay alert. Just then, an elderly man in the group runs in and warns them that it's getting dark and they should return immediately to avoid trouble. He wants to stay a little longer to see. If the larger creature returns to where the dead bear lies, everyone eventually agrees to wait. As night falls, they hide and watch the area silently. The hunter starts telling creepy stories, saying that the giant bear only attacks people who are sick or weak, causing fear among the group. Suddenly, they hear a strange noise coming from the very same spot. Squirrel appears near the dead bear, just as some are relaxing. Thinking the danger has passed, the real giant bear shows up with a roar. Everyone is terrified, as the hunter had warned. The bear starts targeting them one by one. As the elderly man tries to flee in fear. Just when the bear is about to strike, the hunter prepares to shoot, but our hero stops him, saying they shouldn't kill it. Instead, he tries to distract the bear, shouting, "Look here, look here." But the bear charges at him aggressively, as if it had planned it all along. It moves with incredible speed, even in the dense forest, and attacks our hero, and that's where things really start to get intense. In this part of the video, our hero injects an anesthetic into the bear's cheekbone. At that moment, the hunter notices something strange. Even though the bear should be slipping into a coma, it starts getting aggressive again. This bear suit mechanism should have sedated it, but clearly something has gone wrong. As the bear becomes violent, it begins to throw everything around. Tragically, one of the boys in the group, named Scott, is brutally killed by the bear. The scene then cuts to a few months later. Our hero has returned to London, but he's emotionally overwhelmed. He's haunted by the memory of what happened, especially since the elderly man had insisted on staying back. Someone died because of that decision, and now our hero is trapped in mental anguish. On top of that, the hunter has turned against him and filed multiple lawsuits, blaming the hero for negligence. One such legal notice lies on his desk. While looking at it in distress, he senses someone watching him. He opens the door and sees a man who resembles a lawyer. Assuming the hunter has filed yet another case, our hero prepares for more trouble. But the man instead introduces himself, saying he's from China and involved in building a pipeline project. He explains that a strange creature has been disturbing their work at the pipeline, and they need the hero's help to identify and capture it. Our hero, still mentally scarred, wants no part in it and asks the man to leave. However, before leaving, the visitor shows the hero a video. Watching it, our hero is stunned, The creature in the footage looks like a massive lizard, something no one has ever seen before. Shocked by what he saw, he decides to act. In the next scene, we see him boarding a plane to China. He assembles his old team once again, including the girlfriend of his friend, who meets the Chinese contact at the airport, and along with the assistant's daughter, they all take a cab straight to the site. As they arrive, they pass through a forest bordered by a river. Near this area, a base has already been set up. When our hero reaches the location, he wants to begin work immediately. But the local official tells him there are many contracts still pending and insists that work should start the next day. Already getting dark, and the pipeline construction continues nearby. Meanwhile, another worker arrives to inspect the site. One of the pipelines, curious and nervous, he climbs down to investigate. Even though they had already checked the area, the noise keeps echoing. He listens closely. He realizes something is down there. Frightened, he tries to climb back up, but it's too late. A massive creature, known as Duck, suddenly appears, attacks him, and drags him away. The scene cuts abruptly. The next day, the construction work resumes as if nothing had happened. Our hero is then brought to the location. Suddenly, a woman approaches the group and stops them, asking, "Who are you and why are you here?" Hero calmly replies, "Are you the doctor working here? I believe there's some kind of creature in this area, and I'm here to find it." Offended, the doctor snaps back sarcastically, "Oh, so you're the hairdresser?" Confused, our hero doesn't understand what she means. But soon it becomes clear the doctor is referring to the hunter's family. Right then, Hunter and his team arrive at the same location, equipped with media crews ready to record everything. Upon seeing our hero, Hunter begins mocking him, questioning why he's here and calling him irresponsible, claiming more people will die if he's involved. The tension builds as Hunter continues insulting him, and eventually, our hero can't take it anymore. Angrily, he says, "I can't work with him," and storms off. Just then, someone steps in from the shadows and tries to calm our hero down. It turns out that these people were the ones who actually called the hunter for their own protection. But our hero had been invited for a different reason, to identify the strange creature. Still, it doesn't look like he's going to make peace with them anytime soon. He storms off angrily. Later, his team, his friend and girlfriend, manage to convince him to stay. They remind him that he already has a lot of black marks on his record, and that this mission could help clear his name. They tell him not to fear the hunter. With a sense of duty, our hero agrees, saying there's still a lot to uncover, and if they're really serious, they should move fast. So without wasting time, he returns to the place where the creature was first seen. The first step, tries to find the source of the original video footage. He meets a worker to ask where it was recorded. The worker tells him that a secretary-type person might have done it, and agrees to take him there. Meanwhile, elsewhere, our hero's team is near a port, discussing things. His friend, girlfriend, and another teammate are searching the area for more clues. Suddenly they notice something unusual, an object, maybe an egg, underwater. The girlfriend points out that there's definitely something moving. The boyfriend adjusts the device, almost like he's tuning it like a video game controller. They're worried water might damage it, but the real concern is what's lurking beneath. Nearby, a fisherman is standing at the pond's edge, trying to catch fish. The group shouts at him to run. "Hey, get out of there quickly!" They scream. He sees something and starts running in panic. Then, something truly bizarre happens. A large creature with a strange tail, just like the one seen earlier, attacks him. The fisherman tries to flee through the trees, but ends up getting trapped, just when it feels like the story might end. There we see the others running too, screaming for each other. They somehow manage to escape. Later, our hero and the assistant girl head to a school after being summoned. A teacher from that school was reportedly the one who recorded the original footage. Our hero approaches him and asks for cooperation. Where was the video recorded, and can he help? But the teacher refuses angrily. "I don't believe any of you," he shouts. "You're the same people doing this so-called research. I don't want to be involved with your team or anyone else." He scolds them harshly and tells them to leave immediately. As they're walking away, our hero suddenly gets a call from the hospital. He rushes there, only to find his friend and girlfriend already waiting. They explain they witnessed something shocking earlier. A new kind of creature has appeared in that place. While they're describing the event, Danka, another character, arrives and makes a sarcastic comment like, "So are you going to research songs now too?" Ignoring him, our hero takes off his coat, throws it over his friend's shoulder, and tells him to go in first. The friend hesitates, scared, and asks, "Do I have to go too?" Inside the hospital, they find a horrifying scene a person has been brutally killed. It's clear from the injuries that something savage attacked them. As their team investigates, they discover a large tooth embedded in the body. Our hero takes the tooth and prepares to examine it further. But just as they are about to leave the hospital, the hunter shows up with his team right on time. He sees that our hero has found something important. The hunter confronts him. "I know you've found something. Y'all don't want to hand it over? Fine. Give me everything you've discovered. If you do that, I'll drop all the charges. I'll take them back myself," he threatens. Our hero becomes tense, but stands his ground. "Someone from your team died," the hunter says coldly. "That's on you." Despite the pressure, our hero refuses to back down, silently holding himself responsible for what's happening because he's the one who's sick on that team. Even if the hero says he died because of you, the situation becomes very tense. Hero punches him 3 times and walks straight back to the base. When he arrives, that same chair also shows up at the place, which is why they had gone to the school earlier. It turns out that guy came to help our hero. The hero doesn't understand at first and asks, "How did you get here?" The guy finally begins to explain. He says, "My younger brother used to work at this company, but he passed away just a few days ago while on duty. The company claimed it was an accident, but I knew something else was going on here. That's why I started investigating. During my research, I discovered a creature and that's when I recorded that video. You've probably seen it." Hero agrees, but asks, "Why are you trying to help me now? Why the sudden trust?" The guy responds, "Just after you left, another team showed up offering me a lot of money to work with them. But I didn't like them at all. They were greedy and thought they could buy everything with money. But you never treated me like that. That's how I knew you were a good person." With that, he agrees to help the hero. He explains that he had actually been waiting for someone to offer him money like the hunter did, but it didn't sit right with him. He didn't want to be involved with people like that. When they look closely at the video, they realize it was shot near a mountain. Cho and the others arrive at that location and begin examining the area. They find footprints on the ground, and even a helmet lying there crushed. They immediately understand. This creature is extremely powerful. The workers don't even wear helmets like that, so it must have belonged to someone else. As they continue exploring, they hear noises. In the forest, something is moving. They quickly recognize that it's definitely the creature. The guy shouts, "Forget the camera," runs after the creature to record it, but they can't see it clearly. It looks like a dragon. It jumps into the water and disappears. Without the hero, they realize it's impossible to track it properly. They stop chasing and return to base. Meanwhile, the hunter is plotting to kill the creature using his team, and he brings a corrupt doctor into his group. They suspect the creature is like a giant crocodile. Everyone's scared, but when the doctor checks the muddy water and examines a sample taken from the creature, he confirms it's definitely not a crocodile. Still, the hunter doesn't care. He insists that once he sees it, he'll deal with it personally. He believes he's always right and demands that everyone follow his orders. But on the hero's side, it's different. He treats his teammates with respect and works well with them. Now that he has a new assistant, the assistant starts opening up, telling childhood stories and explaining why he took this job and how he got interested in it. Meanwhile, the girlfriend also arrives and mentions that a recent accident happened in another underground facility, which even this team doesn't have permission to enter. That same worker, now part of the hero's team, declares no matter what, "I'll go there and guide you." The hero agrees, saying, "All right then, let's do it." So they slowly sneak toward that base, avoiding detection. The worker distracts people from one side, while the hero makes his way inside. That's when the creature appears, again. Attacks, and the hero quickly begins documenting everything, taking photos and collecting samples. In that area, they discover a strange, yellow, powdery substance. As they're researching this, the corrupt doctor suddenly shows up at gunpoint. Now, it's clear. The rival team, including the hunter's men, has arrived. They've joined forces, and things are about to get even more dangerous. So will they just leave when they see our hero doing research like this? Of course not. If the hero had any fear, he wouldn't have come here and done this research. But everything our hero says is completely different from the others. Because now he has come and found out the truth, he tells the doctor everything openly. He says what's coming and what's going to happen. That could be a blessing. If you look at all the substances found here, it seems like it belongs to a large dragon. The doctor then tells them that the creature is a fish, and everyone is shocked. What is this, they wonder. The hero shares everything he knows, and they realize that he has no desire to kill the creature. That's why they let the hero go. The night begins to unfold from there. But this doctor doesn't really trust the hunter. In fact, even the other team members have started to lose some respect for him. Why does he keep acting like he's the only one in charge? So the doctor discusses all of this. Whatever happens, they decide to go together that night and find something on their own. Because if they tell the hunter, he won't let them do anything. He always acts according to his own will. That's why they decide to take matters into their own hands. While they're talking, suddenly a loud, terrifying alarm goes off. That's it. Everyone starts running in fear. It seems that kind of alarm only goes off when the creature appears. But the doctor and the fry are still there, getting ready to record everything. Then, a worker runs and accidentally knocks something over, causing it to lose balance and roll. Everyone is frightened when the creature climbs on top of that worker. It looks like the worker has died. Couldn't do anything. Tried to escape through the cable. But the dragon-like creature came flying from the side, grabbed him, and then fell into the water. Everyone is in shock after seeing that. Scene cuts off right there. The next day, the doctor and the hunter see the creature live. It doesn't look like a crocodile at all. It's a strange new creature. The doctor says we should capture it, not kill it. But the hunter ignores everything and tells the doctor to mind his own business. He says the hero's team is finding so much and we're still behind. Just focus on the job. He's so aggressive, talking like he's going to kill the creature himself. It's getting dark now, and the scene shifts. On the hero's side, the team is doing well. The hero's team includes that dunk. It seems like he and the girlfriend are getting closer. Maybe they're starting to fall in love. Both seem to be developing feelings for each other. Then, a friend says, "Let's do some research today," and convinces the hero to stay. So, the hero's team takes a boat and goes underwater to research with some kind of sensor. From above, the team gives instructions. Our friend is also moving around, trying to assess things. They have sonar equipment in the water and are waiting for a signal. Suddenly, our hero sees something on the side. Looking closer, it turns out the doctor has gone to the hospital in that place, maybe to do his own research too. That's why both teams are competing with each other. The doctor's team seems ahead. They already have sonar equipment in the water. Signals are coming through. The creature is in the water, screaming and thrashing, acting strange. Then, the doctor gets into a fight and punches someone. Both the doctor and another man fall into the water. Two others above them pull out a gun and start preparing a suit. But even with all that gear, not a single bullet touches the creature. The sound of gunfire is annoying to the hunter. Meanwhile, the doctor and the fry are swimming, trying to reach the boat. But inside the facility, the rest are trying to grab whatever they can and run away to escape. Now the two people in the water are trapped. No one knows what to do. Immediately, our hero jumps in and rescues the doctor, and just as he's about to save the fry, the creature bites him and drags him into the water. That's it. He dies on the spot. They can't wait any longer. The rest of the team reaches the shore as fast as they can. So when they got to shore, they went to the hunter and told him what had happened, and he got very angry. "I didn't know you were gone." He started screaming like that. On this side, our hero still has that dunk on his team, right? He was scared after seeing all this and thought, "Look here, I don't think your team will come and fix it." Hunter's team is right. Why did he come and tell me to kill this creature? The only way is to kill Cho. You think you shouldn't destroy this creature, but look how bad it is. I won't be on your team anymore. That's what happened when I shouted at the government. It was that friend who came to calm me down. But that wasn't possible either. Whatever our hero says, he insists. Look here, that creature isn't attacking us like you think. It only attacks those who enter its territory. We don't disturb it, it doesn't attack. You think you can go the hunter route, but he's not as good as you think. He's doing all this just for fame. There's no real reason to protect humans. That says a lot. So if you're watching this drama, you'll feel like you're part of the hero's team emotionally. Besides, that doctor is there. But it's the doctor from the villain's team who actually helps protect our hero. They were all sitting there sadly, because isn't that why someone from their team died? So our hero comes and comforts them. How is it going to be the next day? They probably left that sonar equipment alone last night, didn't they? That would have provided a lot of samples, right? So they come and check it and start reviewing the data. When they look at it, even they can't come to a conclusion. Can only predict this if we have more data. We need to find out why that creature is so aggressive. When you say that, then what the doctor says makes sense. We have something. Like this because we've done a lot of geological research and analysis. So if you have that data, you can move forward with this. Then our hero asks the doctor, "Do you know where that data is?" It turns out it's in the villain's camp. It's not easy to get there, even though that doctor said, "I'll help you." They would have to take our hero to the villain's camp. So they come out and start cleaning up a lot of the mess. They tricked everyone and reached the place quietly, even bringing a nice meal while no one was looking. Our hero says, "Okay, this door is just a frame," and gets ready to break it down. But the doctor opens the window, and everything is done in secret. They say, "Come on, that's it," and they bring it along, just as they're thinking about copying the data. The villain's men arrive and catch them. Then what's next? The villain himself shows up. It seems like he has the data in his hands. "So, did you come all this way just to get this?" he says. "Look, now you're stuck with me." "Hey doctor, I'm a hero too. I've been working all day, so I don't want to waste my 2 little grasshoppers by killing you. Instead, I'm having another party. For that creature, it's you. I'm going to kill you by handing you over to that creature. Stay here until then," the heroes pack everything and leave. It's as if our hero is now going to be sacrificed to the creature. But our hero is a little smarter. No matter what, there's always a case in that place. They turn it on, cut off his blood supply, somehow save the doctor, blow up the case, and escape in a flash. But before going outside, if you look, you'll see all those people waiting. As they're being chased, our hero sees them, calls the doctor, and escapes into the forest. But the villains think they'll catch them somehow. Someone on a motorcycle is following.
Ow!
What does the doctor do who has been patient for so long? He grabs a stick and hits the rider. They take that bike and escape, heading back to their camp from there. So they escaped and returned. They didn't have any data with them. That's why when they're sad and don't know what to do, suddenly, Dunk comes over and saves the day. He enters with a pen drive. Everyone is shocked and asked Hoperusu, "How did you get that?" He says, "Look, there are 2 ways to do everything. That was my secret method," and gives them the pen drive. So they begin to look at the data on it. When they examine it, they find out there's a tunnel underground near the side of a cave. Because the creature was inside it, no sonar device could detect it until now. So they decide to go there and do more research. And then the next events begin to unfold. They would come and have this pot ready. And then they would take that pot and start going into the water. If you look outside, they'll leave that assistant girl and that worker behind. Because shouldn't they avoid any problems too? So they're just going to take the pot. If you look at our friend Karen here, he's the one who plays with a lot of electronics, right? So he must have invented some kind of device. It seems like it could emit sound through a source. Not only scaring the creature, but also controlling it a little. That's why the device must have been submerged in the water. Our goofy doctor is here. While he was checking for any sounds coming from below, he spotted the creature approaching from a short distance away. It seemed like it was only another 300 meters. So I told my friend about this, and he tried to turn on the device, but it wouldn't turn on. Cho was acting nervously, as if possessed by some demon. At the same time, if that creature came and stopped us, we wouldn't be able to find the place on our own. So whatever that friend did, he quickly jumped into the water. He jumped into the water and tried to get the device to come back and fix it. If you look closely, you'll see the creature is also nearby. Even if we fix this and go up quickly and say, "Now we're not getting any pressure," our Dunk will still be there. He'll just jump in and press it. Correct that creature. Was about to attack them, but as soon as the sound was emitted from that device, the creature ran away in fear upon hearing that sound. But if the bot came and got hacked, this friend would have been hit in the leg, whether she was there or not. So, our hero says, "Make this note." "Okay, we'll come. You don't have to go to the hospital. We'll cancel this plan." But no matter what he says, "Look, we've come to this place after a lot of hardship. If we find that place a little further away, we can do some research and then go there." When he said, "I'll come and take care of this wound. Don't worry about it." Our hero happily came and continued the research. At the same time, on the other side, our Handara Kamicha, our villains group, Kamicha, is watching our heroes. Boat from afar while they're swimming in the water. They're watching the boat go everywhere. Okay. They found something. Let's go that route too. Are they following the hero's secret? So where did the hero go? He would have gone into that cave-like place on his own, because that creature will be staying inside this tunnel-like place. If you look inside, it's huge. So these guys come and stop at the entrance, and our girlfriend, one by one, and another by one, are making a kind of cage to catch the creature. Those 3 people who are left are not there. That's why our hero is the second.
Doctor.
By the way, the 3 of them begin to slowly make their way through the tunnel in search of the creature. As they come through the tunnel, on the other side, this villain enters the same place. That's where that friend went. That's where the dunk is. Just as they were about to argue about why they came here, one of the villain's men arrived and beat him up, knocking him out. At the same time, both of our heroes on the other side have gone inside, haven't they? Just as they've come a long way, that school-like creature is in the same place. It looks like this Onin, but it's too big. Will it come and sleep? They're surprised to see it. Are these big creatures? We are only seeing this now. It looks like it's a mix of reptile and other things. So, if we come here and do our research, we should first understand this. That's when our friend Karen says, we can put all that GPS equipment on this, and takes the device inside and starts setting it up. He actually shakes his hands. In this kind of place, so the anesthetic isn't visible on his cheek, so he puts it down and hears the sound. It comes and goes. They were the ones who saw it and ran away screaming and shouting. This friend ran after it saying, "Oh mother." And then this monkey-like creature ran after him, finds a small place and goes inside so the creature can't come in. It's trying to bite him. Our hero is outside baiting the mouth of the snake and shooting it. He says, shoot that eyeball, because it was a girl who was unconscious. If you see him too, shoot him in the back. As soon as our hero hears the sound, that creature starts chasing our hero. So our hero would have had that cheek too. Cooks it, and then cooks it again and again. But it seems like it makes you faint immediately when you put it in your mouth. So, without getting dizzy, our hero comes to attack. So, our hero somehow manages to keep that cheeky grin at bay. Little by little it came, weakened, and then fainted, and fell on the hero's side. That's it. Everything feels peaceful after. Seeing this, they are now looking at it from the side, and even touching it. Good job, we like it. Just when I was thinking that, I heard the sound of someone clapping. Who else? It's our villain. You found out that I wanted to kill. The people who came, you gave me the key to fainting, and then they were terrified. They were all going to shoot me, didn't they? So what does our hero say? Look here, you're a hunter. Should only hunt it while it's still alive. If it's unconscious, you should not come and do anything to it. So if you saw this guy, look here, he killed this guy. Stepped on him and said, I took a photo. Do you know what my value is? It's okay to say that, but it makes me feel embarrassed to think that our doctor came in and was on your team. Tell him you're a fool and turn the light away. Using this cape, our hero is pushed to his knees, and even the villain comes to fight. The two of them are fighting eye to eye. That's when our hero says, this is not the creature you think it is. After saying that this person's mother is that person's creature, he just looks at him in shock. It seems like the mother came rushing to that place because of the fight they had. As soon as they find out that the little one is there, they come to hunt everything. Even then, the villain catches one of his own men and gets bitten to death. Everyone is running away in fear. That's why our hero and the doctor's daughter both slip into a narrow passage and disappear. One of the villain's men keeps shouting, let me in too. They're also saying, hey, shut up, it's a little too quiet. But if you look inside the cave, you'll see the creature has grabbed him, bitten him, and dragged him away. They were the ones who used the cape and ran away when our hero and the doctor's daughter saw them. They escaped and reached the entrance. When they looked at the entrance, it looked like the villain had come in a panic and taken everything. They're hostage. When our hero saw this, he said, oh, come on, I'll go inside the cage too. He ran into the cage quickly, not knowing what to do with the villain now. He was stuck outside. Then the creature came to that place, beat him up, and threw him away. He hit the rock and fell down unconscious. The next thing I know, when I see the people in this cage, they are throwing everything out of the cage to attack them. Like so. That's right, our friend Karen wouldn't have entered the cage. He must be standing outside. If he plays a trick to distract them, will he attack? Our hero Taken comes out again and distracts him by hitting something. That's why our hero is coming. He tells me to get on board with everything in this cable. Just like that, everyone gets on the boat and leaves. Our hero just closed his eyes and said, isn't that the device that friend Garen invented? He was sitting in that cage right next to it, telling everyone to leave. If you looked closely, he was fighting with that creature. They're all rushing into it. Let's leave that creature in this cage and somehow attack and trap it. Our hero was the one who had the anesthetic gun, wasn't he? He also had the device that made the sound. In a short time, they'll fall asleep and be so weak they'll fall down. He just cut it and now he's outside. What happened to the hero and all of them when he came out to fight? Just when it feels like he's dead, our hero comes out of the water. Everything calms down after seeing our hero. And what our hero did was complete his research. Why would he be so dizzy? Why he set up all that GPS to check the creature's actions. If you watch the last scene now, you would have seen the government not killing those creatures but researching them. They gave permission to come and prepare this for them. From there, that creature came and started being monitored. Because this new creature had arrived, and not only that, this guy and his girlfriend had also started to fall in love with it. This dude just came and told me a big secret. Why would he have said that when he came to ask our hero at the start that he was going to put in a pipeline? He must have said he worked under that owner. But now, he's starting to talk about who's laying that pipeline. It's no one else. He says, it's me. So they're ending this film with that. So how was the movie? I'm sure you'll like it if you liked it. Don't forget to like it. Stay safe, and take care of everything you love very, very well. Goodbye.